When the going gets tough on the trail to change a public policy, Rena Baker and Bonnie Burke remember the words of Mark Twain.
Politicians and diapers must be changed often and for the same reason.
Well, first of all, thank you for your support.
Local term limits. That is what Baker and Burke are selling in the city where they live, Grand Rapids. These two women have taken time from their families and their jobs to get a term limits proposal on the ballot this November.
We started out in March in about 12-degree weather. We went to some retirement condos hoping to find people home. They almost all signed. They were very favorable for term limits, and most of them asked us in to get warm, and some offered us cinnamon toast and coffee.
45 circulators helped to gather the signatures, and we needed 6,700 signatures, but we collected over 10,000.
Why did you guys pick today?
I know.
And it's been all groups, progressive, conservative, minority, young, and old. If passed, the mayor and city commissioners would be limited to 2 four-year terms in office. Out of 7 on the panel, 5 will have served 2 or more terms by 2017. This resident believes that could be the start of change.
I watch the city commission meetings now and then, and I watch it to the point that I want to throw up. Because I see very little in the way of fresh ideas. Nobody talks very much.
Here. Okay, you put that one.
While there have been no polls on this proposal, Baker and Burke have the benefit of the doubt. Voters gravitate to term limits. 9 out of the 10 largest cities have them, the exception Chicago. In 1992, Michigan voters overwhelmingly approved term limits for state lawmakers by an 18-point margin. The one group that resists term limits is politicians. In fact, some of them are talking about getting rid of those term limits passed in 1992. That is why this election of municipal term limits in Grand Rapids could be a barometer of public sentiment statewide and perhaps push the term limit movement to other cities.
Oh, a dead mouse? That's our opposition.
I know.
Term limit opponents say voters can kick politicians out of office anytime, and that restricting terms ignores the will of the people. This retired dentist doesn't think so.
I'm one vote, and I vote him out of office every time. I had a very dear friend of mine who said, one thing you should learn in life, never re-elect anybody.
Baker and Burke believe one of the problems is low voter turnout. Races for mayor and city commission in Grand Rapids are scheduled in off years when voters don't pick a governor or president. In the last election, less than 14% voted.
I think that's actually many people realize that is a strategy by city official to have a low voter turnout because that way they can count on their loyal base of supporters and basically dominate the election.
3 groups have publicly opposed municipal term limits: the local Chamber of Commerce, unions, and the local paper. And there is an anti-term limit group called Protect Your Vote, led by a local political science professor. Emails to his website for comment went unanswered. The group has managed to raise enough funds to conduct a mass mailing of Vote No postcards, featuring an elderly woman with tape on her mouth, the phrase term limits noticeably absent.
Right now we're hoping to get the funds to do our own mass mailing.
For now, Baker and Burke are passing out cards featuring a baby and the Mark Twain quote. Their proposal will be on the same ballot as governor. And the last time city voters chose a governor, turnout was 4 times higher than the last city commission election.